Today's video is which champion would be a Reddit moderator and which one would not. So I have it not just yes or no, but I have it going down a list. So I have moderator, active user. They would occasionally use it. They would only do it if they have a question. This is where I belong. And they never use Reddit. So we're gonna start off alphabetical. This is all one take. This is all ad-libbing. This is all coming up right now. So Aatrox, you would think he never uses Reddit, but I feel like he occasionally uses it to zerk off, you know, to crank his shit. I don't know what he would do, but I think he uses it to crank it, bro. I can't see Aatrox not doing that. Ari uses probably like, I don't know. I don't think she uses it a lot. I think she uses it if she has a question. Maybe something along the lines of hair taking routine. I don't know, because she's got like 9 tails, and you gotta take care of those tails. I think Akali never uses Reddit. Akali's too anti-Reddit, which is fine. It's perfect. She doesn't use Reddit. She thinks every Redditor is a fat, lazy slob. And maybe they are. I don't know. Akshan. I don't think Akshan... I think, actually... Akshan... Oh, Akshan's definitely an active user. He's definitely an active user. Look at that smirk. He just owned someone in the comments, and he just got updooted by a random stranger, and they gave him Reddit gold. He definitely uses it. He goes on like a political one. Alistair, no, he doesn't use Reddit. Alistair doesn't use Reddit. Amumu, active user. This is an active user who looks on there to cheer him up, but it only bums him out more because it's things getting exploded because for some reason he's on a political subreddit. Okay, Anivia. I could see Anivia doing it if she had a question. I think she would go there. Annie never uses Reddit. She's a kid. I don't think kids use Reddit. I don't know. Aphelios, moderator. That's a moderator. For some reason, I think he's a moderator simply because of the fact he emo. He's goth. Look how his hair comes down over his left eye. That's a sign of power. He's obsessed with it. I'm sticking with moderator. He wants to control people. He already controls 5 guns or 4 guns. He wants a little bit more, so he's a moderator. That's our first moderator. Ash. I think she only if she has a question, like a Fletchery question, like a Fletcher if she's creating arrows. Aurelian Soul's a moderator. That guy, he's a giant space dragon. That's a moderator. That is definitely a mod. Yeah, he probably smells like shit too. Azir, I think he occasionally uses it. I think as an Emperor of Shurima, you gotta kind of use it. You gotta keep your eyes on r/Shurima citizens, and just make sure everyone's acting all right. Bard, he doesn't use it at all. Belveth. I think Belveth would have, if she had a question about void creatures. I know she's the queen, but she would have to ask that, and I think she would get some answers from that. Blitzcrank, active user. He gives me like engineer vibes. I had a roommate who was an engineer. He never used it, but I feel like Blitzcrank would use it. I don't know. The engineers I met through my roommate felt like Redditors, which is, it's fine. It's not bad. But, I just don't think it's right. Brand's an active... Ooh, hold on. Let me think. Brand is... I think he's occasional. I don't think you would think he's always on it, but I think it's occasional. I think he opens it up like, I don't know, twice a week. Braum, he's never on that, bro. He's doing other stuff. Caitlyn's definitely a moderator. If you watch Arcane, she's a police officer. She has that kind of wants to help out mentality, although it can get to your head sometimes, which you saw in Arcane when she beat up Vi a lot and a lot of other people. She would definitely permaban you from r/baking recipes. Get it? Because cupcake? Do you get that? Camille! Camille's not on it. She's like 80. Cassiopeia. I can't see Cassiopeia being on it that long. If she had a question. If she had a question, she would go on that. Oh, Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is the easiest occasional. Easiest occasional. He goes on, he checks out things he can, like, devour, and he goes, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And that's it. That's all he does on that. So Cho'Gath's occasional. Corky. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. Oh, that's tough. Corky's too cool to be a moderator. But he's an active user. But he's a cool active user. I don't know if there are cool Redditors, but he's cool. I kind of fuck with them. Darius, I don't think he ever uses it. But his brother's a different one. Diana, she never uses that. She doesn't even have a computer. Dr. Mundo, he uses it for a question. He's a doctor. When he's operating, he has to Google what is a aortic valve, and he has to go on Reddit to find that out. So only that. Draven is a moderator because he likes to piss people off. That's pretty much it. That's why. That's the only reason. Echo. Ooh, that's tough. Echo. Ooh, he's not a moderator. I would give him occasional. I think he goes on like a tech Reddit. I don't know if they have those, but like a technology Reddit. Because, you know, he's a craftsman. At least she's never on that shit. Evelyn's on it for the same reason as Aatrox, to zerk her shit, or to do whatever the fuck she wants to her own shit. I don't know what she does. Ezreal, same reason for Evelyn and Aatrox. He definitely does that to zerk his shit. Ezreal is probably occasional. He probably gurks it too, but I think he's active too. I think he does. I think he leads a dual life here. Fiddlesticks is a nightmare. He's a living nightmare. What kind of living nightmare would he be if he wasn't an active Redditor? He's an active Redditor. Fiora, oh, she's a moderator. She gives me moderator vibes. She looks like she has a superior attitude, a sense of superiority, and I think she would abuse her power. I think I have everyone in the top section right here. The only one who wouldn't abuse their power is probably Aurelion Sol. Or Aphelios. Probably Aurelion Sol. Even though he smells like shit. Fizz, active user. That guy's an active user. Sorry, that's it. Galio. Galio never uses Reddit. Gangplank would use it if he had a question regarding gardening, regarding oranges, and things like that. Garen never uses it. He has no time. Gnar, he doesn't own the internet. Oh, Gragas. Ooh, Gragas is occasional. He checks in on it. He checks in on r/fermenting wine and beer. I don't know. I don't know. Graves. Graves would use it if he had a question. I think so. Same with Gwen. Gwen, if she had like a... Yeah, Gwen would... If she had a question, she would use that. Hecarim. Hecarim's occasional. I can see him browsing from time to time. I can see that. Now, Heimerdinger is a Redditor moderator. He's a Reddit moderator for... he pretty much owns Reddit. He would be the owner of Reddit. He's probably chill. He's probably a nice guy, but not having to show your face behind screen and making tier lists of fictional characters probably gives him a small sense of superiority. If I just had to take a wild guess. Alawi, she doesn't use that shit, bro. Get that fucking out of here. Irelia, oh, she is an active user. Oh, no. Fuck that. No, she's not. Only if she has a question. I had to think about it. Ivern is a tree, doesn't have that. I don't even think Janna has internet. Jarvan, similar to Azir, he uses it to check up on r/Demacian citizens and just to make sure everyone's doing okay. Jax, Jax doesn't use Reddit, he uses 4chan. Jace, oh boy, he's an active user. He's definitely an active user. I thought moderator, but I don't think so. I think he gives me a vibe of a person who does go out a lot, but he's still in tune with his like nerdy side. But he doesn't let it overwhelm him and corrupt him. Jhin, I don't think Jhin really uses it. I think maybe occasionally he'll just peek in. He'll say, "What's going on? What's the sit rep? What's going on here?" I don't think he uses it though to be informative. I think he just looks at like pictures of an art. Oh, Jinx is an active user. Probably smells like shit. Probably doesn't take care of her surrounding. Probably a lot of cups, a lot of Coke Zeros around. Probably a Coke Zero maniac. Also on the Coke Zero subreddit, dissing people who drink water despite water being fucking delectable. Kaisa, if she had a question. If Kaisa had a question, she would do it. Callista, she is too angry to use Reddit. She would not use that. I think she would use Facebook. Same with Karma. Karma seems like a Facebook person. Karthus is a moderator. Karthus gives me a moderator vibe. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his ult allows you to see everyone. It allows you, well, not to see, but to hit everyone. That feels like a mass banhammer for everyone. And I feel like he would like that on Reddit, being able to decide who lives and dies on the r/live or die Reddit. That sucked. Cassidy doesn't use, he uses 4chan. He's like Jax. Katarina is definitely, I think she just uses if she has questions. I think if she's doing like a research thing. I know she's not a researcher, but I feel like she has a brain in there. I think she could do that. Kale is, in my opinion, I think this one might be the most controversial. Kale's an active Redditor. I can see that now. I can see it, r/lesbian, r/gay, but Diana isn't. So I'm curious. I want you to think about that. The one that you would think is the Redditor, Diana is not, but Kale is. Let that simmer in your brain. Let that. Once you look at the pictures. Diana, you would think would be a Redditor, but she's much too volatile. Kale is a little bit more calm. Kane is definitely half and half. When he's Kane, he is a Redditor full and through. I can't even fucking talk. Full through. But when he's Ross, Ross doesn't use Reddit. He uses 4chan. So I'd say occasionally. Kennen, active user. I think we all knew that one. I'm not even gonna explain why. He's on the Naruto subreddit a lot. Look at that dude. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, man? Why are you dressed like that? You're a fucking little rat, dude. Kindred's death in the, death made manifest, so no, I don't think Kindred uses Reddit. Kha'Zix is also on 4chan. So's Kled. Kled's definitely on 4chan. I don't know the 4chan stuff, but I think he's on that. From like the 3 people I know who go on that, it gives me those vibes. Oh, Kog'Maw's definitely on Reddit. He's definitely an active user. He's looking through, but he's only looking at like a dog Reddits, like cool little dog Reddits, like little puppy Reddits. What else? Cassante. I think Cassante would be a Redditor. I don't think it would be a bad Redditor though. I think it would be a pretty cool one. I think he would be the one giving Reddit gold to strangers. I think he'd be chill though. I don't think he would do it as a way to insult people. LeBonc's moderator. Come on. That's really easy. We all know she would be a moderator. Lee Sin never uses Reddit. He can't see. Leona. Wait, is Leona the one that's in love with Diana? Which one's in love with Diana? It's Leona. Oh, shit. Yeah, alright. Well, I'll put her up there with Kale. Then Kale would do it because... I don't know. The scaling aspect of her character makes me think she's a Redditor. Because they're saying, like, I scaled my knowledge by going on Reddit every day. I'm scaling my knowledge. That's what I think. That's why a future character would go in as well. One of my favorite characters would go in. Lilia would only use if she had a question regarding specific mushrooms in the forest as she prances around. Lyssandra's definitely an active user. No, she gives me moderator vibes. Just overwhelming moderator vibes. She's looking at the subreddit and she's saying, I control this whole fucking thing. I control this whole thing. I'm gonna ban Anivia from fucking r/Frost fans because they all like Robert Frost. Get it? Lucian. I don't think Lucian really uses it. I think maybe if he had a question, he'd Google it. I don't know. I don't think he would. I don't think Lulu even knows what Reddit is. I don't think she has the internet. Oh, Lux is definitely an active user. Lux is looking at the, I don't know what the Reddits are, but like a cool Reddit, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like she's giving me the vibes. She's like happy-go-lucky. She doesn't really care what people think. I think she would be there. I think that'd be cool. Malphite, walking mountain bro. He doesn't use Reddit. Malzahar, moderator. He loves his little voidlings, folks. He loves his little fucking voidlings running around. He calls the other moderators his little voidlings. It's fucking weird. Maokai, he doesn't use Reddit. Master Yi, Master Yi would use it occasionally. Master Yi would need to Google something, and then he would go through like a tangent of, he would delve into multiple subreddits. He would say, "Oh, that's interesting. That's an r/goggles with 7 eyes. I think I'll check that out." Milio, you're a kid. You probably won't use Reddit. Misfortune, only if she had a question. I don't think she would use it anywhere else. Mordekaiser's a moderator. He wants to control the dead. He wants to have his own realm. He wants control, and that's what moderators do. That's what the moderators do. They want control, and he's going to permaban people. And one of his favorite co-moderators, let me see if I can find him. I'm going to move him up. Stacking and power control. At Vigar, or Vagar, however you say it, he is the easiest moderator, maybe besides Heimerdinger. Both these guys are easily the moderators of Reddit. Heimerdinger's the light side, the Jedi. Vigar's the dark side, the Sith, the Darth Maul. Morgana occasionally uses it. Probably for like makeup stuff. Because look at that. Look at that. What is that? Foundation? She's got running mascara. That's all the makeup I know. Nefiri's a dog. She doesn't use that shit. Nami's a fish. She doesn't use that shit. Nasus, although he is a dog, I don't think he would. Actually, I think he would occasionally use it. I don't think he would. He wouldn't make it his whole personality. His whole personality is making funny dog jokes. But I think this would and making sure his brother doesn't kill him. I think he would be occasionally. I think he would go on r/chonkers. Look at fat cats because he doesn't like he's insecure as a dog, so he'd probably check out he's be like, at least I'm not a fat cat. Nautilus, bro, you don't fucking use Reddit. Oh, Nico, active user. Active user. Absorbing knowledge at a astounding rate. At an astounding rate, she's absorbing knowledge. Nidalee. I can't see Nidalee using Reddit. Nyla. Nyla's definitely a Redditor. Only occasionally, though. I don't think she does it to... I think she just uses it to browse, to look around and stuff. I don't think she does it for any other reason. Nocturne, a Living Nightmare. He would be an active user. Not like... well, yeah, he would be right next to Fiddlesticks. He's a Living Nightmare. How many do we got left? We got quite a few left. Nunu and Willump. He's a kid. He wouldn't use it. I think. I don't. Maybe there are kids that use Reddit. I don't know. Olaf. He's using it for porn. He's definitely using that shit to jerk off. Oriana. She's not a moderator. I'm gonna take that down. She does not give me moderator vibes, but she is an active user, mostly because she's a mechanical body. She's an AI, and all of AI is taken from Reddit. So she's a very her whole about 60% of her existence is made up from Reddit. Like one of the questions would probably be like, "What happens if I put a fork in the microwave?" And she's made up by that. Orn doesn't use Reddit. Oh well, if he had a question for smithing, yeah, no, I'll change that. If he had a question for smithing, he would definitely check that out. Pantheon. He does not use Reddit. Poppy. Occasional. Okay, Pike. Pike is... Pike might use it occasionally. I can't explain why, but I feel like he's part of a political movement that I don't want to say. The bandana really gives it away for me in the bald head. So I think there's probably a subreddit for him. He's also on 4chan. Kiana, similar to Azir and Jarvan, uses it to keep up on the people of her kingdom. I don't remember what the kingdom is called because it's no good champion has ever come out of that place, but she does it for that. Quinn, she's an active user in the bird section. There has to be a bird section, right? There has to be. Rakan, he doesn't really... You know, you'd think he does it to jerk off, but I don't think he does. I think he's a gentleman. I think he only does if he has questions about female anatomy, autonomous women. If he has questions about women. Ramus doesn't use it. Yeah, on the internet. Rek'Sai doesn't own the internet. Rel. I think Rel occasionally uses it. I don't know why. Because you can see maybe the dyed hair. Because you can see her roots right there. Something about that's tipping me off here that she occasionally uses it. I can't put it into words, but I just have a feeling. Everyone should go email Riot and ask them, does Rel use Reddit? And let's see if they can confirm that. I'm going to be doing that right after this. Renata Glask, she's way too busy running a drug empire. Renekton uses it occasionally, similar to Nasus. Mostly about, is it fratricide or is it patricide? Whichever one is killing your brother, that's what he does. He goes on r/fratricide or patricide. I don't remember what it is. Rengar, I don't think Rengar uses it. I don't think he has the need to. Riven, I can't see her being a Redditor because she's locked up in a fucking Coliseum. I just can't see that happening. Rumble's a moderator. Oh, well, yeah, he's definitely a moderator. He did that to impress Tristana. That look, I got a little bit of power here. I can make you a moderator on r/cool mech suits. If you haven't noticed, the joke is r/random words. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. Rise only uses it as a question. And he has to have like a weird question because he has a giant scroll and like all the knowledge in the world. It would have to be like a mechanical question. It would have to be how do I change a tire? That's probably what he looks up. Samira, I can't see her using that, man. I can't see Sejuani using it either. It's weird because she has a boar, but I think she's the only person to ever own a boar. I can't see Senna using it either. That's 3 in a row where I'm like, I don't think they can use it. Seraphine, moderator. She bans every Skarner main. She bans them. She says, fuck you, I'll fucking kill you. And she does that to every Skarner main. And it's terrifying, because I like Skarner. Sets occasionally. He's probably in like a workout Reddit thing. Fuck you, Shaco. Shaco's a moderator. He does that to piss people off. And he's probably good at it too. I mean, he pisses me off. He has to be a moderator. There's no way. He has to be a Reddit mod. Fuck him. Shen, Shen gives me fatherly vibes. He's only going to do it if he has a question regarding maybe his refrigerator broke and he has to somehow fix it. Someone has the same model on Reddit. Shyvana occasionally uses it to connect with her fellow furry scalies. Are they furries? Are they called scalies? I don't know. Singed uses it every day. He just likes looking at fucked up shit for some reason. Sion doesn't use it, bro. He does not give a fuck. Why are there 2 Skarners? That's weird. Sivir. I think Sivir would occasionally use it. I think she fucks up her boomerang. She has more than one boomerang. She has to have more than one boomerang, and I think she has perhaps a collective that they all talk about boomerangs together. She's definitely in on that. I don't think that's a bad Redditor. I don't think she's a bad Redditor. Skarner? Skarner does not use Reddit because Seraphine banned him. Fuck you, Seraphine. Sona? Oh, Sona is an active user. She goes on and she checks stuff. I don't think it's a bad Redditor. I think Singed is a bad Redditor. I don't think Sona is. Soraka. She kind of occasionally looks. She peruses. I'm not going to say anything else. Swain's a moderator. Swain is definitely a moderator. He's a control freak. He loves it for some reason. I don't get it. But he needs to have control. It's like LeBlanc. They need control. They need that so bad. I need to ban people. I need to fucking ban people. Silas is a moderator too. Silas is the most annoying motherfucker in this whole game. I don't know if you guys listen to his comments. Every time he fucking moves, he talks about being in jail. Johnny Cash hasn't talked that much about being in jail, and he has a whole song written about it. Fuck you, Silas. You're a moderator. That one's purely spite. Syndra? Oh, it's the old Syndra splash art. I think she does it if she has a question. I don't think it's anything bad. Tom. Oh, Tom! Tom is definitely an active user. He is sending phishing links out to Redditors. I know this motherfucker's scamming people. That guy is doing everything he can to get people hacked, their computers taken, and their Bitcoin wallets broken into. Talia is a Redditor, active user. Come on, dude. Just look at her. Talon's on 4chan. He doesn't use Reddit. Tarek jerks off to gay porn in this. That's not bad, though. Whatever floats your boat, man. I don't really give a fuck. But he definitely jerks off to a little gay porn. Timo, he's not on that shit, bro. You would think he would be, but he's not. He's on like some random. He's on Blue Sky. He's on Blue Sky. Thresh would definitely enjoy tormenting people. He would be a moderator. I feel like that one's pretty easy. He would take your soul and would say, "Oh, if you don't give me Reddit gold, stranger, you're not gonna get that back." That would piss me off. Me saying that pissed me off. That was a weird ad. I don't know if you guys saw that. Tristana, only if you had a question. There's nothing really else to it. Trundle doesn't use it. Trinamir does. Actually, hold on. Remember the joke. My right arm is a lot stronger than my left. He jerks off. Put him in occasional. Twisted Fate's a moderator too. His ultimate, he gets to see everyone. He gets to see everything that they do. He is a moderator through and through. Twitch, active user. He stinks. He smells. He's a rat. He has baby eyes. He's a Redditor. I don't hate Redditors. Udyr doesn't use Reddit, bro. Come on. Urgot doesn't either. Oh, Varus. I feel like Varus would be an active user. He feels kind of edgy. He would go on r/Green Day. That has to be one, right? That has to be a subreddit. Vayne doesn't use it. She would probably kill herself if she did. Vel'Koz is a moderator. He tries to be all smart and bullshit, and it works. He is smart. And then he tries to transfer that intelligence he has to a more of a managerial role, being a moderator, and it doesn't work. Vex is on Reddit every fucking day. Fucking goth. Goddamn, pissing me off. Vi. She had a question. She's not like Caitlyn. I think Vi don't give a fuck. Oh, Viego's on that shit. Viego's definitely on that shit, bro. I don't even know why. It's giving me. I'm feeling it in my prefrontal cortex. I know he's on that shit. Victor's a mod. How do you think he got his following? He didn't get it from curing diseases. He got that from advertising on Reddit, on his own subreddit. Vladimir's consistently on it. That's an active user. I don't know why. He's just a freak. I don't know why that makes me feel like he's a Redditor. Wally-Bear's not on it. Warwick, I don't think he's on it. Wukong would be on it if he had a question. I think if he had a question, he would be on that. Same with Zaya. I think Zaya would only be on if she had a question. Zerath's a mod. Zerath's definitely a mod. Xin Zhao, pretty cool. I fuck with him. I think he would only be on if he had a question. I'm looking forward to that new character though, that Xin Zhao new Darken. I think that would be pretty cool. Yasuo's only on it if he has a question. But the people who play Yasuo might be Redditors themselves. I'm not sure. I have not met one that was not toxic. And toxic people tend to show up on Reddit. Yone, it's probably same as Yasuo, only if they have questions. Yorick's not on that shit, bro. Oh, Yumi, fuck off. You're a definitely active user. Oh, not mod, though. Not mod, but they are dating probably Twitch. Or not Twitch, probably Vigar. I'll be your little kitten. Grow the fuck up. Zach's not on that shit, bro. He's working out. I know he's getting a good pump in, dude. I know he's doing well right now for himself. Zed. I think Zed would if he had a question, he would go on there. I don't think I know he's kind of full of himself, but I think he would. I think he knows a thing or two. I know he knows that he doesn't know. Missouri, whatever her name is. She would occasionally go on it. I don't think she would be a huge guy, but I think she would be on a little bit. Ziggs. Ziggs is an active user. Found Ted Kaczynski's manifesto on Reddit and read it, and now he's like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Ted Kaczynski was a genius, when he was actually a fucking moron who blew people up for no fucking reason. Sorry, Ted Kaczynski fans, I don't care for him. Zillion. Zillion's too busy. If you had a question, you would be on it. Zoe's a child. She wouldn't be on that. No, but Evil Lord, she's actually 3,000 years old. Shut the fuck up, man. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Zoe. That shit's annoying. Zyra, if she had a question. If she had a question, she would go on. Briar. Briar is ADD, has ADHD. She would definitely be on Reddit occasionally. I don't think she feels more like TikTok to me. She would be on TikTok. Hui is on Reddit. He's an active user. He's not a mod, but he's on there. Smolder. Smolder's an active user. I've never played Smolder. I don't know what he sounds like, but he looks disgusting. He looks like a creature that you should probably throw against the wall as hard as you can. And for that reason, he fits the Redditor mark. The bad Redditor mark, not the solid ones like Sona. Mbessa, she's not on Reddit, bro. She is, I don't even know what the fuck she's on. Not Facebook, not 4chan, not she's on she's on the dark web. I don't even know what the fuck this one's name is. Aurora, I forgot. She's an active user. But not like Smolder, where it's annoying, but she's just looking for knowledge, I think. We already have a Teemo. Mel, if she had a question, she would go on there. I don't think she goes on there all the time, but I think if she was having an issue, she would go on there. And Yunara. She seems really moody. I've never played her either. I haven't played the new characters. I'm still playing Twitch Vigar and Urgot. So I can't say for certain if she's kind of nerdy. But just looking at her, she looks kind of edgy. And she looks like she thinks she's better than everyone else. I would put her active user. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay. Let me zoom out. Shit. There you go. There you go. There you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, because this was fun to make. I fucking hate Reddit.